So, right now, my accent plant, oh, by this is Itoya Gawa, very fine. The heat we had, and the heat was pretty brutal. So, my accent, and it's got a little elm tree, and it's waiting to just come pop those buds. But you see the little accent plants?
Yeah.
Weeds and grasses and flowers getting ready to come out. So it's the perfect accent plant for right now.
Wow.
Wonder where you got the weeds.
Hey, is it true that that tree's going to be raffled off tonight for $5?
No. Already it has a bid of $11 on it.
That's right. Believe has a bid of $11.
75.
Wow.
Oh, there is a reserve.
Mike, you want to go aboard? Steve, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Steve.
But it's February, and for, in order for us to have wonderful artists like Elsa, we need to collect dues. So for people who haven't paid their dues this year, more than willing to take them. Still $22 for single.
A bargain.
It's a bargain.
$22.
It's a bargain. Look at you getting to see her. $22. Wait.
That's right.
Anyway, I'll
pay $22
You're
to see you.
back table collecting money.
But I want to be up watching though. I'm not going to be.
Checks, credit cards.
Anything.
Yeah,
You name it. Anything.
Euros.
Spike.
Okay, I wrote out, actually my wife did a printout of the upcoming events. We're gonna try to start doing this so we can all keep informed. I've also listed several of Bob's upcoming workshops he's having. Bob, you wanna talk about them on general, but not individual, but just in general?
I'll just talk about Saturdays. This coming Saturday, Elsa's doing a workshop at Moore Nursery, and I think there's 2 spots left. So if you want them, call us quick. And then throughout the course of the year, we've got Will Baddeley will be next, and then
If you look at your upcoming events, they're all listed, because I wanted to be nice to them.
Liliana from Columbia, and
Todd Scheffler,
Yeah, Todd's here in
November 16th.
May, we have Tomohiro Musumi from Japan, who's a shogi master. He's the president of the All Japanese Shogi Association. So, and we'll be doing a workshop with him.
Restart it.
Just bring shogi.
Can you observe?
No.
Okay.
Okay, another thing that's.
Tomorrow too.
Okay. A week from this weekend is the Bonsai-a-thon. They need volunteers. Ellen, would you like to ask for a few volunteers or whatever?
Yes, we need people to help us set up on Friday and take it down on Sunday. We also may need people to just sort of sit and watch the tree exhibit for an hour or so. I have most of the slots filled, but sometimes people don't show up. So if you are there and you have time, by all means, let me know. And if you come, please bring a donation, because we need those. That's how we make our money to keep our collection at the Huntington going, which now consists of 48 trees. So thanks.
Is there somebody that's collecting donations or soliciting donations? I haven't gotten a call from anybody.
You haven't? Well,
No,
Keith
it's
Martin
what-
should have called you. Well, I'm calling you right now.
Strange.
Face-to-face call.
Yeah.
Get something.
Well, I thought he was.
No.
Damn.
Nice try.
Yeah, love to. I'll come by and pick up anything you want to donate.
Yeah, I'll be there something.
Okay.
Or you can come by.
Thank either way. Thank you.
Okay, also at the Bonsai-a-thon, Big Joe is doing the food and catering. If anybody wants to, Joe, why don't you get up and do a 2-minute spiel?
Oh, well, I'll be there from 6:30.
That's good. Now, anybody,
Yeah, we do breakfast from 7:30 to 9:30. It's pancake breakfast.
Kick-ass pancakes.
Yeah, with strawberry and sausage. And then we have hamburgers and hot dogs for lunch. It starts at 11:30 to 1:30. Don't come at 1:35 and don't come at 1:31. 1:30 we're done because they start the auction at 2 o'clock. And we got to bust ass and clean up and get out of there because they used to be at 3 o'clock. And it gave me a lot of time to clean up with it. So,
I'm allotted for you to
Yeah.
the next seater. Okay.
thank you.
To bed. Okay, something else that's coming up, I found out, Bob, you probably know obviously a lot about this. March 23rd and 24th at the Huntington, CBS is doing their anniversary, and the guy is coming in, Oh, Jeff Susik is coming in to replant one of John Naka's forests. Do you know any, you wanna say a little about that too?
Goshen 3.
Yeah.
The mistake that happened at one convention or another is going to be replanted. So come and watch it.
It's in the Kai wire too, if you want to pick up the details.
Oh, also on March 10th,
I gotta send it.
March 10th.
on March 10th at the Huntington, two punjing masters from China are coming, and they're gonna work with Mr. Che, you probably know him, and they're gonna do two big landscape punjings for the new Chinese garden that's gonna be there. So
When's
that's
that, March 10th?
Saturday, March 10th, yeah. So that's,
Yeah.
or Sunday, I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, but it's March 10th.
Sunday.
Sunday, March 10th then, yeah. And that should be really interesting, so.
Okay. All right, and there's also, the rest of the year is also in this upcoming event sheet. So take one and look at it. There's also some information on the upcoming bonsai, the convention. But the main event, on behalf of Sansui-Kai, we would like to welcome Elsa Boudouri, to Los Angeles. It's a common custom to break plates as part of a Greek celebration, but we want to make Elsa feel right at home. But instead of throwing plates or cheap bonsai pots or getting somebody injured, what we would like to do, I gotta read this. We'd like to present her with a lovely bouquet of flowers for her first trip to the United States. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Elsa.
I'm very happy to be here, really, I'm very excited. And I have to say that it has been a lifetime's dream to visit America, the United States. And so my excitement is double. One is for bonsai, one is for this lovely, wonderful country full of miracles, and mainly for the people, because you're very warm, very, very kind, and I feel home. I feel at home. So thank you for the flowers. It's
Welcome
very
home.
sweet. And I'm very emotional. I'm ready to cry. So. Thank you. This morning we went around to get a tree for this demo, and I chose this guy here, this juniper, that has very good potentials. It has different styles that it can get. The time is very limited for a demo. Usually, a demo should be longer so that all the works take place normally. But in every case, when you do all the works on a tree, it's very dangerous for the tree. So I'm going to get the minimum of the work, so as I don't jeopardize the tree. I'm sorry for my English, it's an international conflict in my head, you know, the Greek, Italian, and so if you don't understand, if it's all Greek to you, let me know. Okay.
Nice.
So, the first thing when you get a juniper is to clean the vein, to clean this part, to see where the vein goes, because according to the vein, many things can change. The front, the angle that you see a tree. So this is the first thing that I'm going to do very fast. I usually do it with a knife, and it takes a long time, maybe even 3 hours, that depending on the size and the work that needs to be done. Then you have to see where the live vein begins, because sometimes the distinction between the live vein and the wood is not so clear because of the color, so it can fool you. So you start scratching the wood in order to see where the live part arrives. So as I talk, I do, so that you understand what I'm talking about. for the style of this tree, I decided to let this part alone because on one hand it should be compact, a compact tree, but in the future also this part could be used if the owner of the tree decides to use it. So for the moment I let this alone, and I concentrate on this part to style this. So I will give an inclination to the tree and style this part in such a way that also this part can accompany it in the future if the owner decides to do so. I need to show you some. So I normally do it in such a way, bit by bit.
Hey, how do you copy a link? The person on the back page is not asking you.
Is it easy for you?
Is it easier with the trunk being a little moist from the rain, or would it be better to be dry?
For the vein,
No, to see the vein.
moisture helps. In fact, after this I take a sponge, I wet it and I scrub it. So it's some work will be done to it, not completely because it needs time.
Elsa, back in Greece, do you have this type of juniper?
This is Pfitzeriana, if you call it like this. Pfitzeriana. There is, but it's not native. It's not native to Greece.
You have any olives over there?
Yes.
We couldn't give you an olive today. We had to give you a
And
Pfitzer.
nobody could lift them.
I usually take a small knife to do this. It's more convenient.
Yeah, the double-edged knife's a little difficult. You can't put your thumb behind it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get cut. Have you used the tool Rudy Bond? The
Yeah?
Mauro Stenberger has his.
Right, well, it's in the box. I'll make sure to do a plug for your.
No, it's
tool.
not a plug.
Let's get it out of the way, Bob.
All right. Michael Jonas's
No, that got old years
claim to
ago.
fame is this tool.
No,
Great tool for cleaning bark, removing, cleaning
it is a good
jams.
tool.
Covered that territory last time.
Nice.
He does it every time. The first time was funny. The second time was amusing. It's getting old. That's not to say I don't sell them.
Yeah, right. At reduced prices on your friends.
Yes. Except the bar.
So you're just cleaning it right now?
I'm cleaning, but normally takes a lot more detailed work, and also to see where the dead
Where the edge of it?
where the edge is. It's very important.
Do you prefer the brass brush or the steel brush?
Brass.
The brass?
So given that this part is already dead, so I think it's somewhere here. You see the point that is getting fat. So I don't know if you can see
Yeah,
that,
you see the color.
does it show
Yeah.
this part?
Coming from the dead part, yeah.
Yes, but normally it needs more detailed work to see it. If you want and if it helps, you can pass from here and touch it and see how it.
Come on up.
Come on up, touch
Don't
the
be
trunk.
shy, let's go.
Right here, huh?
Touch this.
Okay.
Okay, so you can
Yeah,
follow
I can
the
feel.
line.
I can feel it all the way.
But you see that now it's not so clear.
This
You can
raised area,
distinguish
this
it.
is the live veins, this raised, the
Yes.
ridge.
Yes. Okay. Did you see? Come, touch.
I think you're gonna send me some pictures.
You know it's.
Can I get some plastic cup? Yeah. with water.
Somebody get her water. Thanks, Big Joe.
water in a cup.
She needs water.
Water, please. This is, we're in LA, so we're used to having stars here. Oh, Joe. Oh. That was good, Joe. Oh, I thought it was for drinking.
No. It's for the tree, not for me.
Okay.
No, first plant.
Then the bottle. Then the bottle. I got it.
So why the water?
So the water takes away, when it is even that clean, it takes away all the dirt, and it's even both the result and the fact that you want to see the separation of where the vein is and where the dead wood is. It makes it more clear.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Both ways was correct. So now, from this side, you can see it. Let me turn this on. This. Can you see the dead wood and the vein here? Okay.
So you can really tell where one stops and one starts, right?
Yeah. Some people do it only with the brush, but it's not enough. It really needs the knife.
Mm. So also, what got you into bonsai in the first place?
Sorry?
What got you into doing this?
I can't explain it.
Mm.
You know that I have asked myself many times,
Mm-hmm.
why? How I know? I bought a little bonsai when I was 14 years old.
You were self-taught,
1
right?
week.
Self-taught, right?
After 1 week it died.
Oh.
Had it inside, shutters, you know. And it was an elm. It couldn't be worse.
Oh wow, an elm.
It couldn't be worse. So I was devastated. I kept the pot and went on with my studies, other things, and I could not continue. I had other obligations.
Mm.
So after many years, many years, I moved to the countryside, to the mountains. And I was in nature, so I had this virus.
Mm.
It never
That's
stopped.
what it is, a virus.
Never stopped. So
Got
I retried.
Nice.
I took cuttings, all dead. And many other things that I tried and died. So, but I never gave up. And I don't know, sometimes I think that it's bonsai that they choose, you know? You don't choose them.
They choose you. So did you get an elm for your second tree? No,
Well,
not for a while, huh?
Strangely enough, my second tree was a little plant that I bought for decorative reasons.
Mm-hmm.
A ficus pumila.
Mm.
From, how do you
Yeah.
pronounce it? So it climbed along. It became a bonsai. Okay, I said I'm on the right track. Then I found an abandoned pine. It was uprooted due to works. I picked it. I saved
Ah,
it.
nice.
Put it in my room,
In your room again?
and then I started studying.
And it stayed alive?
Okay, I'm
Did that
doing
one die
something
too?
wrong.
Did it die from being in your room?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh boy.
Kill 3 trees and then figure out.
That's it.
3's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Those people go-
We can all relate.
Do you still have a collection of trees in Greece?
In Greece, no. I moved my trees to Italy. I managed to do that, so I feel very lucky. I limited the number, thank God. It's not good to have many trees.
What's the number?
Well, that depends on your mood to work. But I think that the number of, that depends.
Mhm.
10, 20 trees, I think 20 is
Okay.
more than enough.
Raise your hand if you have under 20.
Oh, under 20?
How
Under
many do
20?
you have?
No, under 20. I think everybody here has more than 20.
Well, 10 to 20 good trees.
Oh, yeah. Then cuttings. Then we have
The rest
sticks.
you can play with, but
You
need-
can always take cuttings and fill the
Yeah.
the rest.
Rick is 10 or 15 in Auckland.
That's true. Bite now. Bite now. No, you're not.
You're bidding on it.
If I could just turn like 50 small ones into a few big ones.
The problem about having too many trees is you spend time on the ones that aren't worthwhile.
Ah.
All the herd.
Confucius,
No, you gotta-
did Confucius
you
say
gotta
that?
focus on the good ones. And if you have time, then you can work on one
Then you
that's
don't have time to just neglect them if they
No,
have no idea.
You don't have a guess?
But there are the rings here. Some, at least you can measure this part. Yeah. For
Anybody
the
have
rest-
the carbon dating kit? No?
Didn't rain.
Just dug up from a house in Encino.
It's okay.
So,
Yeah, if you know the story of the place, it could be a good guess.
When was it dug?
about 2 years ago.
Well, we know it's at least 2 years then.
It was only 1/10 that size 2 years ago.
So I think we can get back to it
It's probably 40, 50 years,
later if there's
60
time.
years.
So what kind of fertilizer program are you using?
I use organic fertilizer.
Organic.
I don't know here
Mhm.
the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I start when the plants seem that they wake up
Mm-hmm.
in spring. Then I start fertilizing.
Okay. Are you spraying any fungicides or
Yes, absolutely.
how often and what kind?
Well, I don't know if the names. I will talk with the plastic. How you say this? The elements. It's propamocarb.
Mm-hmm.
You call it Previcur here? No, propamocarb. You know this?
I don't know the name, but
It sounds like Bayer
it's-
3-in-1 to
it's
me.
the active ingredient.
The active ingredient, yes.
Yeah.
And also Fosetil or Alliet. It's for the
Insect?
strengthen the
Oh, yeah.
the system
Yeah,
of the
like
tree.
Super Thrive or B1.
No, it's systemic.
Oh, systemic,
It's sort
yeah.
like fungicide, but it's
Mhm.
not actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the how do you say this? The defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Defense of the
Right.
tree.
We have Bayer that has the 3-in-1 in systemic.
Yes. And of course, yes, micro elements like Super Thrive.
Mm-hmm.
There are even others made of seaweeds.
Oh yeah, seaweed extract.
There are many that you could use. Okay, for the moment, I think that you can have an idea of it.
So is there another vein that goes to the other?
Yes. That would be very useful to distinguish. But for the moment, I leave this part quiet. So for the future, this I would like to work this tree from this side. This side, and I will work with this branch to build this, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Shohin, like
It was
really
making
bring
a
it
joke,
tight.
but actually this is going to be. And so the part that the parts that are disturbing to the eye on a tree are lines, very straight lines, or very vertical, or very horizontal, or long ones. So this part of the tree, can you see it? Because we have the pot.
Oh, do we have a wedge?
We have a block.
You see it? How it goes.
You want to use it? You don't want to use it?
No, only
Okay.
to show you.
Okay.
Only to show you. So this could break with different inclination. It needs to change. So one idea would be to change the tree this way. Now you can't see anything. Eh? This way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's watching from Greece.
Wow.
I think they are not watching because it's too early in the morning. Unless,
Oh, you like the post anyhow.
yeah,
Yeah, somebody's awake.
yes.
You want to say something for your fans in Greece? In Greek?
I love them.
Okay, very good.
Let's see. I think it's good.
That's why we got that block.
Okay, so it changes, it becomes a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in art, because bonsai is art, actually, no matter if you see it as professionals, as artists, or as hobbyists, even it can be used as a hobby, but it's still art. So in art, we try to create illusions. Why? Create illusions for what reason? Aesthetics, yes, but what the art does in general?
Tells a story.
Tells a story. It makes an emotion. It brings a memory. So you can receive that even in other art forms, like music, like sculpture. Sculpturing. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you create an illusion, you create a feeling to the viewer. You tell them a story. If the viewer is stuck to a particular point, a point that is a bit awkward, a bit stiff, then they won't have this illusion. It's clear to you. So we're trying to make a joke of lines, creating lines, breaking straight parts. We make the eye of the viewer getting slow, enjoying, playing with the lines, while a straight line can be quickly passed with the eye. So it's a kind of a game for the eye of the viewer. Sorry if I'm tiring you with too much.
No, it's good.
So, let's see. I'm just clearing some small branches because I would like to use some raffia for this part.
Do you want us to wet some raffia for you?
I think it's already it's ready.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to put it down for a while.
Would it be easier if the tree were a little lower?
Yes, it's a bit,
You know
but I see if I can do it like this and
Yeah?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
At home, we have the hydraulic cart so we can move them at different levels and so we're easier.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do that? the raffia.
Sure.
Ah.
Oh, but that's just for sex.
Sorry?
Oh, man.
No. It opens the raffia.
Oh, okay.
And the pores.
Is that how you make pasta?
No, that is more complicated.
It's one way.
If that's what you call it.
So let's see.
Too high? Do you want to put it down on a chair?
I think so.
Or we could put it on that blue pot. The plastic bin next to Steve.
I don't know if that's it.
You think it'll? You don't think it'll hold?
Chair?
That's very heavy.
All right, let's problem solve, guys. Come.
Chair?
Let's vote the chair.
It's a big surface on the
Maybe
top.
2 chairs.
2 chairs.
What about on the cart?
The cart. Oh no.
It's lower down and more stable.
Yeah. We need some drama though.
Yeah.
We need another man right there. Oh, here comes Michael. Hold on, watch out. Watch out. Oh, here comes Hank.
I'm a bit
Hank is there.
afraid.
Hank is there.
No, for me to carry it's okay, but for the chairs I'm worried about.
Oh.
She's like, boys back.
Okay. The club will have to replace the chairs eventually, right?
Right.
There you go. That's good.
Oh. He made it.
Molto bene.
Good job.
Benissimo. No, it's okay.
I think that's perfect height now.
It's like my hair. They make notes and
So, is your hair curly because it's better for your art?
I have no idea.
Is it straight?
It matches.
In Italy now there's plenty of snow, right?
There was up until 2 weeks ago, if I didn't lose time, the sense. Now, no. shows what I'm doing. I'm just separating the raffia because I have. Would you like to see, or am I'm tiring if I? No. Okay. So there is a space here. You see, I have separated the raffia so that I can go inside and cover this space. Okay, because there are weak points. If they could open.
Break here.
Mm-hmm. So.
Are the weak points where the branch attaches to the trunk?
That as well, but even when they make a fork, or there could be a part, an old branch that has made a.
Right.
There are several to pay
I've broken
attention
many
to.
of those.
I can understand.
So Elsa, what kind of American food are you looking forward to eating while you're here?
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers? It's all hamburgers. Take her to In-N-Out, Bob.
Fantastic.
Did they take you to In-N-Out yet?
I did, eh?
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yes.
all right. Did you have it animal style?
No, we didn't go to In-N-Out. No fast food for our first hamburger.
Oh, okay.
Do that tomorrow.
So now I bring together, and I go on with the main branch that I want to protect. The problem with when I start working on bonsai is that I lose the sense of time. So if I cross the lines, let me know.
The sun's not up yet, so you're okay.
Yeah, we sit at home when we work on our trees and forget the time, and then 8 or 9 o'clock we think, I'm hungry. Where did the day go?
Or you suddenly find yourself working in at dawn, and
Yeah,
say,
in
"What
the morning,
happened?"
yeah. The rooster starts crowing. So you said you moved your trees from Greece to Italy?
Yeah.
What was the reason for that? The reason? To move it to Italy?
Because I stay in
That's
Italy.
where you stay
I
now.
live now there,
Okay.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was reading your jacket, and your jacket says
Progetto Futuro. Yes,
Progetto
that is,
Futuro.
Enrico Savini School.
Yes.
So I'm learning.
Yes, always learning.
Trying
That's
to.
it.
Was there much of a climate change between Greece and Italy?
No, it's more or less the same, and I think I'm very lucky that Bologna has approximately the same climate as Thessaloniki. So for that I was happy. But the time changes a bit. It's like it's a month back or so. So I have to adjust the clock inside me.
Gotta adjust your repotting too. A month.
I'm used to using a longer raffia,
Yeah.
but this one does the work fine.
Bob's always cutting corners.
Bob, you brought out the short raffia, she said. She likes the long ones.
Oh, well. I'll know better for the next one.
There you go.
Yeah, you don't always know what's in the package. Sometimes you get the nice flat, long ones.
I've got
sometimes
some at the
get
nursery
the
that's
thin
like
ones.
6 feet long and nice
Wow.
and wide.
Yeah,
It's really
nice.
short. So,
I think it came from India or something.
What do you, how do you end it? Do you tie a knot?
One was awesome.
Take a look at,
Like 6 feet
doesn't
long,
realize
just
very
white
much.
pieces, and the other one are little short
Yeah, they don't care.
pieces.
They don't use it for bonsai. They're stuffing in baskets and stuff.
I made a perfect knot here.
She'll use that.
Yes, a lot. And they have a very interesting silhouette in the winter with, when you give forms and in exhibitions. I love it.
We have one here that just last month, we call it winter silhouette, and it's the trees without leaves that are deciduous.
I like to put some tape, even though this branch is not so thick, but I wanted to do this for you so that I demonstrate, maybe you see a different way or what you can do to protect. Even we use regular tape for electricians.
Electrical
Right.
tape?
Yes.
So you-
We used to use the electrician tape, but we found the rubber tape
Uh-huh.
sticks better
to
and comes
itself.
off easier, and it sticks to itself, makes a very good seal.
Yes, yes, yes.
What's the use of that tape outside of bonsai?
Oh,
Grafting?
It's electrical
I
tape.
think again electrical, yes. How do you call this here?
Electrical tape.
Electrical
Like
tape.
this.
Yeah.
No, that's not electrical tape, that's the rubber.
The rubber, yes, yes, yes.
Splicing tape.
You can-
Splicing
yeah,
tape.
You can pull sideways very far, but this way only a little bit.
Yes, yes, yes. In Italy we call it agglomerante. That is why it was.
Lomarante. I should have known.
Splicing tape.
Splicing tape, yeah.
It's very good if you do grafting,
Yes,
because it makes a very nice seal.
it insulates.
And when you take it
It's
off,
not
it doesn't
so-
pull the bark.
Okay. There is one a little bit more elastic. There is.
Oh,
But even this.
if you, lengthwise, not much, but side to side, you can stretch it very far.
You mean in this way?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
What's strange about that tape?
Yes, it is a little bit different than the one that I use. Nice one. I like it.
Yes.
Okay, she doesn't like the raffia, but she likes the tape. So good job, Bob.
She's definitely a woman, you know?
You're just noticing that?
Also, are there a lot of bonsai clubs in Italy? Like
Yes,
this?
there are.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get it at Home Depot.
That's good.
It's 3M, it's good tape.
Yes, it's a good one.
Splicing tape. Electrical splicing tape.
3M.
Yeah, we've been using it for grafting. I think Tom Boone showed it to us, and we've been using it for a lot of stuff.
So also you're putting that over the raffia?
Over, yes.
Wow. Extra protection?
Yeah.
Nice. So you're really planning to bend that branch a lot. It's gonna bend it.
So that could come a bit.
It also holds in the moisture,
Mm-hmm.
so it makes, it protects the branch and it heals faster.
So also you work on a lot of ficus, you said?
Ficus, no.
No. Okay.
No?
No. I used to have a lot, but no.
Oh, but you've had ficus before.
Yes.
Got it. I'm gonna bring one on Saturday.
Many.
What's your favorite species of tree to work on and why?
It is the juniper, the pine that I said, the Scots pine.
Mm-hmm.
They are very, very strong trees, and they give good results. And you can actually, when you have an idea, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more direct than the deciduous.
Mm-hmm.
The deciduous is a bit more difficult to.
More time.
Yes.
How cold is your winter?
In Greece,
Yeah, how cold is it to get?
it is. It gets.
Zero?
Even below zero.
Below zero?
Even below, yes. And there was a winter about 2 years ago, if I remember well, that it was devastating. Nobody expected it.
Killed a lot of trees?
It killed many, all over the city.
We had that here, but that was July 6th, and it was the other way around. It's like 120 degrees here.
Yeah, I've learned, I've heard.
I don't know if anybody here knows her, but May McNay passed away this afternoon.
Oh.
May McNay, she was a member of several clubs and treasurer for CBS for years and years. And
Did
years.
Golden Statements magazine.
Golden Statements magazine. Cities.
I think we're okay. So. I put this a bit out of the way. As it stands at the moment.
Yeah, it's nice when you don't have something in your way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's a different wiring technique. She's just putting it away.
No,
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, just to get it out of the way so it's not,
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with it.
I'm used to working with copper wire.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh,
So
Bob.
It's
Copper wire.
You guys don't rate, I'm sorry. I'm saving the copper for CBS.
Nice.
So, let's see to it.
So you're preparing that branch for bending, but what's your idea for it? Where are you going to position it?
Yeah, that I was trying to explain before. To this way.
You're gonna bring it
this
down.
Way. So
Cool.
the idea is to make a compact tree. Now, something that could also help. It could complement the rest of the tree if the owner decides to use even this part.
I don't know.
So, me too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would
That's
cut this,
yeah.
make a wonderful gin.
We have
What would be? I knew that you're ready for it. So, and in fact, it would be a very nice focal point. That is also another.
Well, you could air layer it and get 2 trees.
Or ale.
Yeah, right? Bravo. Bellissimo.
So there are
Elvis.
many things that you can do. This is why I don't want to touch this.
Oh, touch it, please, touch it.
So we'll see. For the time being, it can stay.
So you're gonna fill this.
quiet.
You're gonna fill this negative space here by bringing that down.
Yes.
That's gonna be nice. I can't wait.
So we'll see.
Well, yeah, it'll keep that side of the tree healthy, but it really, for the design of the tree, it doesn't add anything.
Sorry, it doesn't help the.
Yeah, it doesn't
For the
add.
health of the tree, the lifeline on the side of the trunk is good, but
Yes.
it's okay. This is good, this size.
You're tempting me, eh?
Absolutely. You can tell everyone Michael made you do it. No. Hank had that. He bought it.
Not thick enough.
Is it big enough?
Oh, not big enough.
No.
Bob, what's the largest gauge here? What gauge is that?
5.
Oh, you're gonna double on the same branch, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's not big enough.
Well, it's a way to wire one branch alone without adding extra wire on the trunk or if you don't have another
Anchor point.
branch as strong as this and there are thin ones, how can you
You
anchor
can
it?
anchor it. Yeah.
Yes.
You're spoiling me with the aluminum wire and
It's too easy.
too
It
easy.
feels like butter.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's good copper wire that's easy to use, and there's some that's not so good. It's not annealed right, much harder.
Yeah.
especially the big sizes.
The hardest wiring I've ever done was with wire of pure iron. It was iron.
Wow.
Yikes.
I have never done this in my life. It was incredible. I hope that the guy in Greece that had this iron wire understands this now. And buys a proper one.
They probably
It's a
rusted.
message for someone.
You can say his name.
I will.
All right.
I'm ready. It's here.
It's here.
On the tip of my tongue.
Iron's good for the tree.
So we're supposed to finish at 9.
9:30. You have an hour.
Thank God. Okay. I have it. Okay. So. Where this begins. Ah, it's the other way.
Oh, yeah, where the hole is. Where the hole. Ah. That's the American version. That's metric. That's a standard one.
Yeah, we're a little backwards in this thing.
Shall we take a quick 10-minute break?
Sure, okay.
Wants to? You don't have to. It's not mandatory.
I got raffle tickets for you. Raffle tickets for you. How you doing? Well, you weren't kidding that, once you retired, you were gonna be all over the place.
I'll be right back. Like that? Like that?
Dude, this is money.
Money, I'm telling you. Awesome investment, especially for demos.
I'm like the pan. Can you? I already switched this. I'm so used to it.
You got it the other way around.
Where you push it down.
Got it. Yep.
Do you want me to sleep this?
No, just keep it on. It'll be all right. We got enough.
What's that?
What are you gonna do with it?
Mastermind Mill here.
It's already streaming right now, live. So this is what people are seeing right now.
Michael Jonas's inappropriate.
This is what it says right now.
Been captured.
What is that?
We're on break. That's what it says on the live stream.
Yes,
You like
very
that?
nice.
That's off the
Wow.
internet. I saw that one. That was on YouTube.
Yeah, but not with the We'll Be Right Back and Elsa.
Well, no, she was on the YouTube too.
We'll be right back.
I like the YouTube ones with a lot of good music on it. And well produced too. You didn't just do those, did you?
There's some neat fucking wires.
Yeah.
See mine.
My wires are.
You use copper as well.
I use no skill. That's the problem.
No skill.
That's the main problem. The wire is really nice. It's just me. It's the problem. Well, yeah, Bob comes.
Don't pride yourself too much on it.
Bob saw one of my wire jobs. She's like, "That's been shitty wiring." He's like, "I'm being nice."
Yeah, they love to say stuff like that. Of course, it's true.
It's very true.
But I don't know if this is consequential as all that.
You haven't moved the top branch yet.
Not yet.
You haven't moved the top yet, right?
She hasn't made the big move yet.
Okay.
No, not yet.
She's doing the secondary one.
Can I do it now?
You're gonna do it now? Yeah. Oh, wait, I gotta take it off.
No.
Oh.
We got a picture of this.
So, let's see.
Once that moves, it's gonna change the whole tree.
Dude, it's gonna be a badass shohin tree if she does what she's supposed to do and cut that side off. Well, if you cut it slowly, is that actually healthy or it doesn't really matter?
Just cut it right off. Right?
Sorry?
To cut
Like if you were to cut this off.
What I'm saying, if you cut a little bit at a time to reduce the strength of it over time, is it better to make this side stronger, or it's gonna die? It's gonna die no matter what.
No, it's the same thing. As long
Same
as
thing,
you,
right?
you make sure that this part stays healthy,
Yeah.
you can cut it because there's enough
There's
vegetation.
tons. Yeah, right.
Because the strength is in the foliage.
But there's a whole vein that goes into that side.
Oh, yeah.
That's my only question. Would it affect?
Well, that's why we were saying you can air layer it.
Yeah, fine. It's not that great.
I know, that's why just chop it
It's
off.
not that great. It's got a nice dead skin.
You might as well watch. Ready? Look what I can do.
Oh my god.
How do you do that?
It's recorded.
Incredible.
You can put it on your YouTube channel.
That is why I hate aluminum wire. It becomes like a souvlaki, you know? That. You have souvlaki here.
What is that?
The Greek. No,
You don't know?
Ah.
He doesn't know.
I didn't hear what
You
said.
don't know souvlaki?
No.
It's the meat in the steak.
Yeah,
No, the steak in the meat.
I don't eat meat. That's the problem.
Did you bring your tools on the plane?
But okay.